Hello and welcome to this video on Blood Bowl 3. This one's about assistant coaches and cheerleaders. It's just a quick video to show why it's not always a good idea to have them. As you can see, you can actually buy up to 12 cheerleaders and up to 6 assistant coaches, and you'll actually be able to see them at the side of the pitch during the game. So it's the kickoff events where the assistant coaches and cheerleaders can have an effect. If you roll a 6, which is a probability of 13.9% for the cheering fans, that's where the cheerleaders come into effect. And then if you roll a 7, which is the probability of 16.7% to get the brilliant coaching event, that is where the assistant coaches come into effect. If you get cheering fans, both coaches roll a d6 and add the number of their cheerleaders to the result. The highest gets the roll on the prayers and nuffle table. If you get a tie, that results in no effect. If you get brilliant coaching, both coaches roll a d6 and add the number of their assistant coaches to the result. The highest gets a re-roll. The tie results in no effect. Okay, this slide shows the probability of winning per drive either a prayer to nuffle roll or an extra re-roll via your cheerleaders and assistant coaches. So you can see that if you have 0 cheerleaders, you've got a 5.8% chance of winning a roll on the prayer to nuffle table. And if you have a +1 compared to the other coach, that goes up to 8.1%, which is an increase of 2.3%. The chances of winning an extra re-roll if you have 0 assistant coaches is 6.9%, and that goes up to 9.7% if you have a +1 compared to the other coach. That's an increase of 2.8%. But you can see it's going from like 5 to 6, it only increases by 0.5%. So you can see that the first one is the best. And obviously it's not worth ever having more than 6 cheerleaders because it won't increase any more than the 13.9 because that's the maximum. So the main reason why these rostered staff are bad in the ladder is that they add to your TV value. By having some of these, your opponent may end up getting a keg or a wizard or a star player, just as the result of you having a bit more TV than you would have if you didn't have any of these rostered staff. The ladder teams in BB3 are also TV capped, so you're basically losing half a skill or a random skill if you take some of these coaches staff instead, which is obviously not as good. And also cheerleaders are especially bad as the prayers don't even always benefit person that rolls for it. Okay, let's have a quick look at the prayers to nuffle table. So you roll a d16. You can see that the ones in green, you do get an advantage if you roll those. The ones in red affect both players in the same way. The ones in orange, they actually just give you SPP. They don't actually help you win the game. So how can Games Workshop fix the rostered staff? So I've got some suggestions here. Firstly, you could make all the prayers beneficial to the coach rolling them, so that would make cheerleaders slightly more worthwhile. Staff could not add any value to your TV, so then you would be taking them with your spare cash. Problems with that is that it would favour bash teams who always have the surplus cash, so teams that struggle a bit with it, like the Owls, wouldn't do so well with that. You could make them cheaper, so instead of 10k, you could make them 5k, 2k, or even 1k. So then they might be taking a bit more, but again, it still favours the bash teams. So those are just some of my ideas. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. So if you could put some ideas in the comments below, that'd be great. Okay, that's the end of this video. I hope it was useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.